Right, now that's done. Albert has very kindly asked me to do a little bit of an interview with him just on behalf of his and Cameron's company, just to talk a little bit about their services here to rental users within Birmingham, particularly young people around my own age, sort of around in their 20s. So far away, Albert, I'm happy to do the interview for you.
Perfect.
What would you like to know?
Thank you, Ash. Now just tell me a bit about how you find the place. So just let's start with the location.
Okay, so a little bit about the context. I moved into Birmingham in August. I got my first long-awaited job as a doctor. I graduated from Nottingham University this summer and I started working at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital there. And I was looking for private accommodation, effectively. Due to moving with a friend, dropped me in it at the last minute. So I was suddenly sort of in the middle of nowhere with nowhere to live, due to start my first job with a 7 o'clock start in the morning. Not an enviable commute from Coventry. Albert and Cameron I managed to find online just through, I'm trying to remember the website that I use now. Spare Rooms, absolutely, thank you. It's been such a long time now. And I must say actually I was really impressed. Of all the people that I contacted, they were the ones that got in touch straight away. They'd processed the paperwork for me within a weekend. They did a lot of it online actually, which I've never seen anybody do. Made things very quick, very efficient, and therefore I didn't have to commute and get up at silly o'clock in the morning to get to work. Everything went really smoothly and it's been a really good service so far. So that's how I ended up moving into this property. I picked the one in Edgbaston. One, because it had a huge garden, and I love martial arts, so I'm hoping I can do a bit of training in the summer alongside having some barbecues with a few friends and people that I'm close to in Birmingham. The house is great, actually. I mean, the room that I've got is fairly sizable. I think the rent is fairly reasonable as well, and it's all bills included, which is nice because it means I don't have to worry about that, and I can steal that little bit of extra heating in the winter when I feel like it without feeling guilty. Yeah, overall it's been a really good experience. I live with 4 other people. There's 4 guys and 1 girl in this house, poor old Verity, but she kind of acts as a surrogate mother and makes sure that we, look after the place and effectively look after ourselves as well. But it's a good place to live. I've really enjoyed it and it's been nice working with Albert and Cameron.
So nice, good old Verity. She's gonna freak out if she...
That's alright. She's basically like the mum of the house.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, alright. It was so funny, thank you. You're great so far. Yes. So,
Okay.
yeah, okay. So how you find the guys and, you know, the average life in the house to get on well with the guys? What's the atmosphere?
Okay. The atmosphere is fairly light-hearted, which is nice. I was a bit worried moving in because obviously I work quite unpredictable shifts working at the hospital. I do a lot of nights, I do a lot of late shifts as well, so I was a bit concerned that we're having to sleep in the day, how it was going to be moving in with so many people. I've actually found it pretty damn good. I think if you're communicative with people and you're courteous, then most people have been really accommodating. I've not had any problems whatsoever. And we actually have a lot of fun, you know, we have a little social life going on. Albert's made pizzas for us some evening, we've been on some fairly good nights out as well. And as much as there's always going to be a bit of turnover in places like this, you know, with some people going and some people leaving, it's nice. I feel like the people I live with invest a little bit in a sense of community as well. For me, it's really good to get away from that sort of very stressful hospital environment where everything's very sort of intense and everybody's talking about the same thing all the time, just to come back and spend time with people who've got completely unrelated passions and jobs in life as well. And I personally get a lot from that, so for me it was a good choice in terms of moving in, I think.
Sounds great, mate.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's it so far. I think we pretty much went through everything.
Yeah, cool.
And it's been only 3 minutes, which is good.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Do you have anything else?
Anything else to add?
Yeah, just like tell me what was the last time you went out, or life-wise, in case of Birmingham?
Okay, so Birmingham as a city I think is a great place to move to. For me, I've always been a fan of big cities because I'm quite a cultural chappie. Enjoy my museums, enjoy my live music. I suppose the favourite place that's piqued my fancy since I've been here is the Yardbird. I like it in there. There's always good music in there. And there's a nice bunch of people. There's no one giving you the 200-yard stare when you're in there. And there's some really nice venues. Birmingham's beautiful in the middle. It's had massive renovations in the last 10 years. And I think its reputation is slowly starting to catch up with all the work that people have put into developing it. For me personally as well, my family live in Coventry 20 minutes away, so it's really great to be able to be a bit closer to home and have a bit more of a role in my family's affairs, but at the same time have some independence working in Birmingham. So it still feels like it's just the start for me, but overall it's been a pretty positive experience, and that's having lived in most of the major cities around this country now, from Newcastle to Manchester, Leeds, Nottingham, so yeah, I really rate it.
Smile. Simple.